Okay, kind of a funny video, although serious as well, probably in many people's eyes. If you argue that it's just straight up serious, I'm not going to debate you there. It's just so close to the election, um, American elections. Jordan Peterson says, "Hey Joe, I hear you got Trump. Congrats. Grill him good and see what's there." So that's the part that people were upset about. This part here, grill him good and see what's there. 3.4 million views. I mean, Jordan Peterson has a very popular account, but that's still quite a bit of like views on a tweet for anybody. And then so if you just look in the replies, like people were not that happy, but so he's already replying to this, but I'll go down. Like there's some people that are upset. Um, I'm sure there's probably a whole bunch down, like a little bit further. I don't want to go down, but too far. But yeah, TDS. Looks like Jordan has caught TDS. I believe this is yeah. So this Cernovich account, he has a few tweets about this, a few thoughts on this. I've muted this Cernovich guy because like I don't even disagree with what he's saying about this tweet necessarily, like about Jordan's, but I think Cernovich in general is just like incredibly emotional on Twitter. He's on the app a lot. He posts lots, he gets lots of engagement. But just a quick aside here, I feel like he's very annoying and just very emotional and lashes out all the time. But anyway, go purchase another six figures in custom suits or go back to Canada. Even better. It's pretty funny. But then I guess he references the fact that Jordan Peterson was saying a Pence presidency would restore some normalcy. This was back in 2023. And just a lot of people had a lot of issues with this tweet from Jordan Peterson. And then Jordan Peterson eventually replied to this being like, for all you mad MAGAites somehow triggered by this tweet, I said to Joe Rogan, see what's there. What do you want him to do? Pitch him bloody softballs? And even just you can just hear his voice when he tweets like that. What good would that be? I think Donald Trump can handle himself. So put your tempers away and try not to always assume the worst, even if you're friends, even if you're friends. I kind of think he has a point a bit on this. MAGA is getting a little bit out of hand, I think. It's just so close to the election, so it's hard to say, but I have noticed MAGA is getting a little bit woke. Like they criticize the woke left. I think perhaps the MAGA crowd is getting a little bit intense and just maybe as a reaction to the days of all the bullies on the left, like the woke left being such a mob. MAGA is starting to feel a little bit suspect to me, but and I like it's just some of MAGA. Like it's stupid that it's the few people online like that can't give anything. I just don't like when a political side starts to feel like you can't deviate by 1 inch or you're just gonna get dunked on. But then he says, Jordan Peterson says, and no, I don't mean all the MAGA people are mad. In case anyone feels delightfully offended, else feels delightfully offended. I was writing to those who immediately jumped immediately to the worst possible conclusion about my tweet. And he had actually other comments on this, about this tweet. Cernovich, the guy, was calling him out, but he says, my suits are free. So there, Mike Cernovich, calm down. You misunderstood the tweet. And I would say Cernovich is just so aggressive on Twitter. Like that's why I had to mute him. This guy's out of his mind, I think, on Twitter. I've seen him in interviews. He seems somewhat reasonable in the interviews I saw, but his Twitter is like I would say he's an example of kind of a basket case. It's just turned into a woke on Twitter. I want to specify, but he turns into this basically woke right person, in my opinion. Just like he's just the same way a woke person has no critical thinking and they just want to attack. That's how Cernovich reminds me on Twitter. His Twitter account stinks. Calm down, Mike. You misunderstood. What do you want Joe Rogan to do? Softball him? I think Trump can handle himself. I'd recommend a Valium, sir. Reminds me of Don Rickles, but we know where that goes. Sad face. Don't feel your S-hole country for being too socialist. And then come, I'm assuming he means flee, and then come to my country and division grift Trump, support Trump, or shut the F up. Like, I mean, I'm trying to be charitable to Cernovich because I don't even disagree necessarily with the sentiment of it's so close to the election. You might want to say to Jordan Peterson, like, dude, why would you say that about Rogan right now? Like, maybe if you're someone that wants Trump to win, you just want to be just a softball interview. But Cernovich turns up to 11 all the time. Like, this guy's Twitter account is ridiculous. So I don't necessarily like playing the middle here, just being like a fence sitter, but on this case I kind of am. I just sort of feel like they both have a point, but Cernovich just takes it up to 11 all the time. But hey, so kind of a funny moment. We'll see if there's any more stuff comes of this, but it seems as though Jordan Peterson has triggered MAGA. There's probably, like I said, there's a ton of, like, look at this tweet here alone, 2.8K replies, 1.9K reposts. So kind of funny. Anyway, just a fun video to end off the day. But with that said, I'll end the video here. What do you think about Jordan Peterson triggering MAGA? Is this legit? Does MAGA have a point? Does Jordan Peterson have more of a point? Either way, thanks for watching this video. Have a great night, great day, whatever it is, afternoon.